enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. But straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Desperados of Houston taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Going underneath for Charles. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They get this out left. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
2nd down and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Houston.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by... And I think the ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. Two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him,
he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go with Lynch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They go play fake. Mahomes forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now here's Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Desperados will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
24, Eagles 21. Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 24 all. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
Throwing is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles. And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett, what a play. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson now.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They run it. It's Charles. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Lynch. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him. been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
They'll check this down to Johnson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Second and 10.
They'll try to eat some clock now with Charles. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A dump off for Charles. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this out past the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football,
Legends on 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Go that, please don't. Go that with me. Go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave when they jumped in the